Hi, I'm Debbie and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're doing our longer readings from June 16th through the 30th for my Pisces. Hello, my Pisces. So this is the longer reading. I use 3 decks of cards. I use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. I use then John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, and then my Osha Zen Tarot cards. First deck gives me my main message, second deck kind of fills in the gaps, and then the last is any advice. Now, because, the 3 cards, I have prayed, meditated, and infused each deck with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Things that are happening for June. Okay, June, we have our full moon on the 17th. It's going to be in Sagittarius. I feel it's going to be a pretty happy moon for you, my Pisces. Remember, full moons do affect everybody. It affects the water of the earth. 70 to 80% of the earth is water. It affects us. We are 80 to 90% water. But it also affects the water signs. So Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. You being my Pisces, there will be some effect. I do feel though that this is going to be kind of like a happy moon for you. This is going to be kind of like a, yeah, I feel really good moon for you. Now, not everybody's going to have that, so just be aware of it. The full moon is also a time where I tell you to release, relinquish, and request. So release what doesn't, what's holding you back, relinquish what's no longer serving you, and request, because it's okay to ask for stuff. Okay, now on the 21st, we go into our Cancer season. That is another water sign. That is also, if you're in the northern hemisphere, the summer solstice. And if you are in the southern, then I guess that would be your winter solstice. So there's things going on there. There is some planetary action going around that full moon, which can make some other people, I don't think it's going to necessarily be have this effect for you, but for some of the other signs, it could make them a little bit more forceful. Even though we have this really good, full happy moon, it can make them, you need to do it this way. Okay, be aware of that. I will tell you that in July, we have another Mercury retrograde from the 7th until like the 31st. The interesting thing about the retrograde here is that in the beginning of the year, the first one was mostly in your sign. The second one will be mostly in Cancer, and then the third will be mostly in Scorpio. So I feel that there's something there. Okay, let's go ahead and cut the cards and see what's going to happen, or what's going to be like for our Pisces. 2 and 3. Okay, the first and third card are reversed. So to me, strong message, pay attention. Okay, first card, Knight of Water. This is your sign along with Cancer and Scorpio. Emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative. I'm feeling new relationships. Now remember, relationships to me are, it could be your work, it could be romantic, or it could be personal, or it could be family, but it is relationships. I feel it's very positive relationships. It's like, maybe that new job has come in. Maybe you've rekindled, I want to say a romance with your work. Okay. It's like you just feel good about your situation, your relationship situation. So if you are looking for an interpersonal, maybe that new person comes into your life. Maybe you look back and say, you know what? I've got a good family. Maybe it's like, I like going to my job. I like going to my work. That type of energy is what this is all about. So falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. I do feel that this is that very positive type of energy for you. This is just like, I feel like you have been coming out of this dark cave. We've been talking about that on the shorter readings. And it's like the sun is hitting your face, and it's like you just want to take that in, and you're just feeling so much better, so much happier. And this is whether you are wherever you are, whether this is going into summer or winter. It's like, it's like you're looking for that sun, and it's really very positive. And the thing is, though, my Pisces, is you are then you are sending that out. You are sending out this positive energy, and it is starting to come back. It is coming back to you. Okay, next card. 8 of Air. Air is, of course, our Gemini, Libra, and our Aquarius energy. It's our mind energy. It is our thought process. It's the Wi-Fi energy. An illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. Oh, please don't go back there. Don't go back there. Okay? Don't think about retreating back into your cave. Don't think about that. You keep going forward. Okay? It's an illusion. It is not real. Whenever, again, to your little fish, you have the 2 fish, and one, so here both of them want to go up to that air, but one wants, every so often, one wants to kind of take a deep dive. Okay, if you have to do it, then do it, and then just say, now I've given you 24 hours, we're going back up, okay? Because it is just an illusion. The thing about it for my Pisces is, you worry about what other people think a lot. You worry about it. Now, you may not say it out to other people like, oh, what did that person think of me? Da, 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 da. But there's that part of you is like, okay, do I look okay? And then, do I look okay? And it's not being vain. It's just that you have this little piece of insecurity, okay? So it's, yes, you look okay, okay? You do. Was it okay that I said that? Yes, it was okay that you said that, okay? So just, this is part of who you are. And, so it is, I don't want you to necessarily fight your nature, but I want you to coddle your nature a little bit and say, it's okay. You did good. You did good. Even if that means self-speak. Okay? I do that. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Last card is reversed. The Page of Air. So here we had, this 8 of Air, kind of like that little doubt. Now we have the Page of Air. And the page in itself, it's not the knight, it's not the queen, it's not the king. But if you look at the page, even though things are all whipping around, the page is holding her sword. And, and it's like, you know what, I'm going to still go for it. I'm not going to be, maybe all of this is happening, but I'm going to just go for it anyway, because you know what? I've got the sun on my face and I'm feeling good, and I'm just going to go for it. So this is challenging information, delays or change to plans, truth delivered without tact. I feel like you're going to just say, self-speak, whoever, regardless of it all, I'm putting it out there and I'm just doing it, and I'm going to enjoy myself while I'm doing it. Okay? So very, very positive. So what does this mean? Again, with this one, new is it new opportunities per se? It could be, or is it just a new, is it resurgence of a relationship? It could be, but it's like a renewal of a relationship. And that again, work, interpersonal, family. It's like you're just you're just happy. You're just happy. If you are looking for new jobs, do it now. Don't wait. Don't wait until with July with that Mercury retrograde, because if you start, then it doesn't always last that long. So if you're looking for new jobs, if you're looking for new, I'm just feeling you very, very happy. I know I'm being very redundant with that, but I'm just feeling you very happy. And if you can keep the demons at bay, those thought demons, if you can keep these demons at bay, it's going to really work out for you. Even if you do have some challenges, even if you do find out that, because life isn't perfect, life isn't clean, life can get very, very messy, life is messy. And so you may have some problems that do, present themselves, but you're going to be able to actually address them in a very positive manner. And you're going to be very like, you know what, maybe that was a problem, but but it's going to work its way through. And a lot of that is maybe with your with you connecting with your supernatural higher power, guardian angels, spirit guide, the voice of the universe, whoever that is. Oh, okay, so we got a whole bunch of cards that just fell down. So hold on while I pick them up. Oh, we have a whole bunch. Okay, let's put these, we're going to put these all down. You have a whole bunch of these next ones. So what is it that we have to clarify? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on, let me check. You have 7 cards that fell out that have to be seen. So this is where we go into the speed reading, kind of like speed dating, but this is speed reading. So what is it that, the John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards want to clarify? First card, these are all face down. I don't know if they're reversed or not, so we will see. Triumph. Triumph. You are, like I said, you're just going for it. And so if you do have these challenges, if you do have things, you, by addressing them, by facing them, by saying, I am not backing down to any of this, universe, you get behind me and you help me here, you ride into this triumphantly. And the fact has a 7, to me, this is very much it is now. It is your time. You go for it, okay? Second card. Okay. Reversed. So to me, reversed cards mean, hey, pay attention. 5, so there are some changes in material and financial and material changes. This one, I do not feel that this is a negative change for you. So this could be getting a new job or there could be, okay, maybe there's somebody with an inheritance. There's money. I feel like there could be money coming in from an unexpected source, okay? So, what could that be? So you think about it. It could be an inheritance. It could be, a lawsuit. It could be just you win the lottery. It could be, but it's like an unexpected source. I feel that your money, you're going to be in a better financial situation than you have been in a long time. Okay? Let's go on now to our next card. Shadow. Now, this is, the moon, this is hidden things. This is things that you're not always aware of, but yet you see them, okay? Part of this correlates kind of with the moon, whereas, the other half of the moon, you never see that moon, but yet it is still there. Just because we don't see it doesn't mean it's not there. But this is also you connecting with your intuition, you letting that greater or higher source, have some connection with you. You see things maybe not totally clearly, maybe not like, totally as in, crystal clear, but you see things, things. So this means to me that there's going to be a lot of your intuition, and water signs can be very, very, very intuitive. And I think, you can too. If you weren't, you wouldn't be watching me, right? So there is that interest. But this is like you're going to be you're going to be recognizing. It's not relying. You're going to be recognizing your intuition. So how does that happen? It's like, you go in and something tells you to, you always use driving as an example. Something tells you to slow down. You've been going 10, 20 miles over the speed limit. Something tells you to slow down, and then 2, 3 miles ahead, there's a police officer, and you're like, wow, that was lucky. So then something else tells you to, again, driving, to turn right. And you turn, and your navigation system says that you just avoided, an accident or something. You go, oh, look at that. So then it comes down that something else happens like that. And you're like, that's like 3 things, and then 4 things, and then 5 things. And all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but it's like this, like you are then realizing that, you weren't just you weren't just doing these things on your own, that there was this other outside force helping you and guiding you. I really feel that that's going to be, there's going to be a really good recognition of that. Now, let's keep going. Okay. Material and spiritual prosperity. Now, so that's so funny because here we have the material And here we have the spiritual, and this is saying not only, you know, are you understanding it and receiving it, but it's going to be growing too. So again, I do feel that for many of you, finances are going to actually get better, but also the spiritual connection is also going to get better. The thing to remember about the spiritual connection is, you know, because you go up and down with this a little bit. When we start to take that connection for granted, or when we start to think that it's ours and not necessarily a gift to us, it tends to diminish a little bit. So just be aware of that. But actually, this is going to be a time for growth with that. Okay, 3 more cards. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so positive movement forward. Okay, I like it. I like it. What else can I say about that? Patience and planning. This can be for you, my Pisces. Sometimes you do get impatient with it. You are, you know, it's coming. You feel it. You see it coming. You know it coming. And now you want it right now. And, you know, enjoy that journey. Enjoy a piece of the journey, because it is being given to you. It's not just being, the whole pot isn't being given to you at one time. It is being given to you incrementally. Okay? So now our last card. Whew. Okay, let's see what we have here. Fulfillment of wishes. So this is definitely the time, this full moon, you get out there and you do a lot of that, you know, that release, relinquishing, but you request this whole time. Start, you know, with this coming out, you know, with this coming out, with this connection being stronger, speak it out. Speak out what you want. Do, you know, I do warn you a lot about this. Stop the negative talk, okay? You know, stop that. And don't put conditions. You know, many times over, I'll hear, oh, I need, you know, I really need to have a really good income. Oh, I'd like to win the lottery. Well, you know what? The lottery in itself isn't realistic. There are people, but it's not so realistic. But put it out. I need this reliable income. I don't, you know, make sure it's honest. Make sure it's from a right source. But I need that income. Put it out like that, okay? Don't put conditions, because you have the frickin' fulfillment of wish card. Okay, you had 7 cards come out. So, okay, now, last. Okay, let's see, any last words of advice? So this is really, really powerful. This is a very powerful reading. Things are going to go for you. The only thing you really have to worry about is your own thoughts, your own self-doubts. But if you can keep that positive in your stuff, this is like, you know, what is it that you're wishing for? What do you wish for, Pisces? What is it? And it doesn't have to be one thing. See, that's the other thing. People are like, well, I don't want to be greedy. Be greedy. Be greedy. And I'm not saying, you know, I'm not saying that you take it from somebody else. But this is your time for you to get it. So go ahead, be greedy. Do it. Okay, do it. Let's see, 3 cards down. See what final words of advice we have. Fighting. Okay, so now is this to avoid fighting? I feel this is, if you notice that in the background here, there's like this shadow fighters. I think this is more fighting with that piece of you that has a hard time accepting the good, okay? Accepting presents. I know many of my Pisces would rather give presents than receive presents. They have, at least the Pisces that I know, they want to receive it. You want to receive a present. You like presents, but you get a lot of joy out of giving, okay? This is the time now for you to start receiving, okay? Okay. So, you know what I'm saying about this. Okay, next card. Adventure. I love this card. I love this. This is like, you know, your life is opening up to you in a new adventure, new things, wishes, fulfillment of wishes, material and spiritual prosperity, you know, things growing for you, new laughter. I feel you laughing more, okay? So with this, don't be afraid. Enjoy your adventure. Next card. Compromise. Okay, so I feel that this is something that my Pisces do a lot of, okay? You compromise with others, you give in with others, you say, you know what, I'm going to just let you win because it's easier to not fight you, okay? But if you look at this compromise, these are swarmy people. I don't like this. I don't like this, especially if it is putting you second, okay? And I'm not saying you always have to be first because that's not who you are. That isn't who you are. You want the greater good to be first. Really, you truly do. And I'm not just saying that. We all have a selfish nature. I'm not saying that we're all, that we're not. We don't have that. We do. But, again, you do put others many times before you. So with this, I feel this is more of a warning. You don't really have to compromise all the time, okay? Whatever that relationship is, you don't have to do that. Now, it's better, I hate to say it, but if compromising is making you ill or just draining you or just pulling you into a place you don't like to be, it's better for you to walk away than to compromise. Because, you got these great cards, and I think this is like I think this is now Pisces time. So, okay. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And Pisces, as always, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.